Greetings and welcome, Dr. Vrilock here. Tonight's podcast episode is on the topic of Atkinson's disposition to the world of sorcery. Are we going to call it something like, I don't know, Atkinson's, the disposition of Atkinson's occult philosophy. Maybe we're going to call it that, I don't know. What are we talking about? Well, back in the early 1900s, there was the New Thought movement, and it taught the occult philosophy, also known as the arcane teachings, and it was, in my opinion, an attempt to bring the mysterious occult world into the lens of science in one respect, while at the same time contradictorily disregarding science. Or something rather like that. Yes, well, Atkinson really didn't approve of working with things like elementals, servitors, even if they were artificial elementals. Right? And he said it would basically, that entered the area of Magick and would essentially bring all manner of doom and gloom and bad stuff to people. But, after about, 40 years of all this mysterious stuff and these adventures I've been on, and about 30 years of working with various kinds of elemental servitors, sigils, pentacles, glyphs, runes, and all of that, I can tell you that whatever it was Atkinson was writing about, well, I know what it was he was writing about. Nothing could be further from the truth. Nothing could be further from the truth. As long as we follow the Vrilock Psionics, the guides. We have the VPG series 1, 2, and 3, and the Fantastic Facilitators Audibles, Magical Messengers, and of course the Dynamic Defenders. Take the Academy, by the way, if you're new and you want to learn everything. By everything, I mean 30 years of knowledge and wisdom in, about 3 hours of video, and you'll be on your way to becoming a psionic mastermind. Lords and ladies, would any of you, by the way, like me to do a video on the magical Bluetooth pen? Wondering what that is, aren't you? Well, I could do a video on that if you'd like. I was going to do a Valentine's one, and do the Air Dr. Vrilock, doing the heart gesture with the gloves and mask and everything on. I thought that'd be a fun kick. Throw that around on YouTube, poking fun at all the TikTok virtue signaling. But we're past Valentine's, so maybe next year. Or we'll do it for the Easter Bunny. How about that? Well, other news in the world of Air Dr. Vrilock. After all, this is Planet Vrilock, isn't it? The Vrilock. Wait, the Planet Vrilock takeover. Yes. Alas, after 5 years, I'm proud my club members have mastered the Psionic World Circuit. Soon we will take over. But you global leaders will be given the illusion of control, which should be a mild comfort to you. No, but all seriousness, jesting aside, in all seriousness, there are things that we need to work on a global level. I'd love to delve into these various topics, such as healing a planet that's been so brutally abused. And indeed it has. You don't have to be someone on the far left to know that. And you don't have to be somebody on the far right to know that Klaus Schwab has some things in store for the world that most of us, if we could pull our heads out of our asses, wouldn't be too happy about. You shall own nothing and be happy. Fuck that. Alright, so I was going to talk about healing the planet. You know, whether we're talking about radiation spills after the Fukushima disaster, power plant, what did they call that? A meltdown, basically. Killing the ocean. Or whether it's the train crash in Ohio, poison, what was it? Carts or crates of poisonous gas or something getting leaked out into the environment, harming farmlands, water supply, and then journalists arriving on the scene only to be arrested. Yeah, that kind of shakes our faith in the local authorities there. But I digress. You know, there was a brilliant man in Hawaii. His name, the late Dr. Masahiro Emoto, who authored the book, The Hidden Messages in Water. And I've worked with some of these water crystal photographs with the Miraculous Prayer Board Mini and with Psionics practices from the Psionics Academy and with fantastic facilitators. And there have been some amazing manifestations and changes. When I used the Vril Fire and Ice methodology, you can take that video course as an elective if you like, vrilock.com/shop. And you can use the power of the rune to heal mantles, or change, stem quakes. We have a lot of volcanoes around the planet. Ladies and gentlemen, you have work to do. If you feel the calling, heed the message. Vrilock.com and train up. So we can use the knowledge and wisdom of the late Dr. Emoto to work with our miraculous prayer boards to begin a healing effect on the planet. After all, this is your planet. Forget about the whole political divide between left and right and this and that. Don't let other people tell you which way is up or down. A little common sense. This is your planet. You want to be a caretaker of the earth. Then use this knowledge and begin working with your remote presence. Remember, there are 3 powers of God, and these powers are universal. It is merely that certain entities are the embodiment or the personification of these abilities, which is why people conjure them, or magicians and witches do. But here are the 3 powers that you can work with. Omnipresence, omniscience, and omnipotency. So, with your remote projections, remote presence, remote viewing, and remote influence, and knowledge, such as the knowledge I've just mentioned of the late Dr. Emoto, you can begin the healing process. Now, I've done that back when we had a 9-point earthquake in Japan on the island called Honshu. That's the mainland, essentially, of Japan. While I was living there for 7 years, and it was a quake so bad, we believed that the mantle was cracked. And I went to work on a healing operation, calling up the spirit of the earth, the water, and using the Urok rune, and channeling that through my prayer board to mend the mantle. I felt feedback coming from the spirit world, and I knew my job was complete. Now, it doesn't hurt, of course, to do a little divination or dowsing to be sure. And for that, you can use the Dynamic Dowsing Disclosure Multimedia Kit. We do have new kits coming out soon, including our Psionic Necromancer Elite Combo And again, we are restocking the Miraculous Prayer Board Kit, and it's going to be called, let's see, the last one we had was this, oh yes, the Sanctuary combo. And that is where I bless your prayer board with the Sanctuary spell. And it's still a great value. So, make sure you are subscribed to Vrilock.com, the newsletter, so that you can get involved in it, so that you know when these offers, these very, very special offers for a Miraculous Prayer Board become available. If you don't know the story already, read the Vrilock Practical Guides, VPG 1, 2, and 3, and follow me on my journey. Own the adventure. Own the power. Until next time, lords and ladies, this is your Doctor reminding you to keep the magic high. Vrilock, signing out.